Hello, welcome to another video by Zaytech. In this video, I'm going to talk about tips. Tips is an interesting subject because tips has changed a lot in the last 20, 30 years. And tips vary by cultures. So in this video, I'm going to talk about United States and how tips are perceived here and how it's handled and what I think is the best way to offer the ability for your customers to give tips without making it feel like they're pressured to give you a tip, because you want to increase the customer experience, but at the same time you don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, right? So imagine you are trying to have them tip you, and then if they don't, they feel bad. So what's going to happen is they may not come back because they're like, oh my gosh, if I go back there again, and they're going to ask me for a tip every time, and I don't want to feel bad that I'm not giving a tip, so I'll just go somewhere else. And believe it or not, this does happen. I've talked to people and they do tell me this story where some businesses make the tip experience very uncomfortable. So you want to do some A/B testing to see if this is the case in your business, because if it is affecting your sales and it's going down, then you may want to reconsider it. I know tips is very important to employees because the employees get the benefits of getting those tips, but you want to do it in a way where it makes it convenient for the customers, and also in a way helps motivate your employees to give good service. So again, these are my thoughts just by talking to merchants and being at restaurants, being at businesses. So I've been to several restaurants where I go up to the counter and I just buy a bag of chips, something that's already pre-made, right? I just go up there and it literally 5 seconds, and next thing I know is asking me for a tip, right? It's not like the employee or the staff or the owner or the chef went to the back, made it, added some ingredients to it and changed something around or modified something, and I'm like being asked for a tip for a bag of chips, right? Or just like a sandwich that's already pre-made, or maybe it was like made early in the morning and I'm buying it late during lunch, right? So it's very uncomfortable feeling because you do want to help out, but some people may not want to leave a tip, and then if they don't, they feel the employee is going to judge them, and they don't want to be judged, right? So you want to change that. Maybe perhaps offer a way where the tips are asked for meals that are made by the chefs in the back, right? After the meal, like when they're sitting down and eating, and then you can bring up the receipt and ask for a tip based on the customer service you offer. Not for buying cookies, a bag of chips, not for buying something that's already pre-made on the shelf. I know recently I read on the internet that Starbucks is also asking for tips at the front counter as you make a purchase for a cup of coffee. Yeah, in that case, depending on the barista and how far to the extent they go to give the service. But before you even get your coffee to leave a tip, it's kind of awkward, right? Because let's say I go to Starbucks and I ask for a drink, and then they haven't made it yet, by the way. So I'm just saying, hey, I want this and that with extra this and that, and then they charge me for it, and it's asking me for a tip. Okay, so what if I do leave a tip and they make it wrong? Do I get my tip back, right? So again, this is very awkward, very uncomfortable. Many people may not tell this to you, but I want to tell you because I talk to people and I've seen people tell me these stories, and sometimes they may not want to tell the business or the restaurant. So try to reapproach how you ask for tips. Do it in a very subtle way. Maybe put a tip jar. Maybe do some other way of asking tips which is not in your face, right? So try to reconsider it, or also try A/B testing. For those of you that don't know what A/B testing is, A/B testing is where you try one thing for a few weeks or a few months or a month, and then try a different technique or different approach for a month. So for example, okay, let's say you have your credit card machine, right? It's asked for a tip at the point of register. Try disabling that for a month, okay? And then it may take time because your customers will tell others, and or it'll see if they will return. And then the next month, turn on the tips, and then see how much sales you do, right? See if there's a big difference. If you're seeing a difference, 10, 15% difference, then your customers are telling you something that they are coming back to your business because they don't feel like bad that they didn't leave a tip because you're not asking for it no more, so they're returning again and again. Again, try these A/B testing and see how it works for your business. Again, this is just my opinion. Try it if it works for you, if it doesn't, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have questions, leave some comments. What do you guys think about this topic? Let us know how you feel. Thank you.